Alright, sorry about that. Wait, right here. Guys, the readings are open. Sorry, I just pressed the close button. Sarah. Can you guys hear me? Okay, Sarah, are you here? Alright, let me just post the list. Hi everyone, welcome in. Like the stream. Paid readings are open. Alright, so the first question is Bobby's current feelings. Alright, let's see. What are Bobby's feelings for Sarah? What are Bobby's feelings for Sarah? Bobby's current feelings for Sarah. Your current feelings for the Five of Swords. What are your current feelings for Sarah? The Six of Wands. Current feelings. The King of Swords. Hierophant reversed. Show me more. What are your current feelings? The Tower. is, I'm getting like trying to be logical here. The Three of Cups. Three of Cups. The Two of Wands. The Ace of Wands reversed. The World card. The Justice. The Seven of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, for whatever reason, I don't feel like he's in a good place emotionally. I feel like he's not in a good place emotionally and mentally, or he's trying not to invest too much emotionally right now. I actually see a bit of disconnection. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm getting a lot of, not even a little bit, I'm getting a lot of emotional disconnect from him. Um, I feel like right now, because I keep hearing friendship, so I feel like he's more focused on building the friendship than investing romantically is what I'm getting here. The Five of Swords to me is like mental conflict, or he can also feel like um, there's still like, I'm not saying disagreements like arguments between you guys, but there are still things that you guys have to work out and work through. I feel like he may feel like there's a lot of challenges here in the connection. It's like an unconventional connection is what I'm getting from him. And it's not that he does not have feelings for you or that he does not see the potential here, but it's coming in as a more unconventional, a more needing to do things differently. Um, the Tower talks about change, so I feel like it's like he knows that something has to change here in order for there to be growth. The Two of Wands, I do feel like he's still in it, but I do feel like he's not sure of to what potential. This could be like you both getting out of your comfort zone, or just him feeling like he will have to step out of his comfort zone in order to make something work. But with the Ace of Wands, I don't think he's in a place where he can make that happen. Well, the Ace of Wands is actually reversed, so there's lack of direction. That lack of, this could be even lack of passion, or lack of will, lack of energy, to make something happen that where there's change. So there's like delays and blocks here is what he's how he's feeling. Like there's a lot of delays and blocks here, and he's just not sure of like coming or going is what I get. The World card here talks about um looking at the bigger picture. Like I feel like right now he is looking at the bigger picture, and this could be possibly like when it comes. I don't know how old he is because I'm getting like a older version coming in where he's kind of like, okay, like how do we make a traditional relationship happen with the circumstances that we have? Trying to look at the bigger picture and evaluating the connection is where I see him at right now. Yeah, the Justice to me, I feel like he's trying to gain clarity of what happens next. It's not about his feelings, and I know you're asking about feelings, but I feel like right now he's more focused on the logical part, like what comes next. Um, how do we build from here? Are we gonna build from here, or is this gonna continue to be a back and forth or up and down? Um, I feel like he's also taken accountability for maybe the delays in the connection, why the connection hasn't developed fully or to its potential. I do see him taking accountability on that. Why is the Seven of Wands here? The Star. And the Forest was reversed. I feel like if he hasn't really been expressive, I feel like he may. Let me just give him more. Why is the Forest was reversed? The Six of Swords. I feel like coming up, you guys will be talking about where you guys are gonna go. Like it almost feels like you both will be entering a phase of like, okay, we have these feelings. We know that we can make something happen here, but we haven't. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do to make something happen here, or are we? And I feel like right now there's not a clear decision on that on both sides, but I do feel like it's coming up a conversation that will um, I'm gonna say it's gonna bring clarity to both of you of where you guys stand in the connection. The Six of Swords talks about distance, so this could be the distance, the physical distance playing out where um, trying to figure out the dynamic there. The Ten of Pentacles reversed, it for me it does show like I feel like he has a fear of investing and losing out. Like I said, I feel like he's looking at things from a logical standpoint. So it's almost like if I invest my money in this, like, am I gonna lose it or is it gonna double, triple for me? And I feel like that's where he's at right now. I don't know if it's like, it almost feels like he's in a place where he doesn't want to waste time or invest time if things are not gonna grow. So I feel like right now he's just yeah, like emotionally and mentally, like when it comes to you and the connection, there's a lot of like conflict. There's a lot of like yeah, there's inner turmoil. Is there anything else? She needs to know reverse signs. Yeah, like the judgment. The Queen of Swords. With the Chariot. Yeah, to me I feel like there's gonna be a conversation about where you guys go. And you're both here, the King and Queen of Swords, so this feels like direct communication, just being straightforward is what I'm getting. And it will I can't see what it's gonna be the outcome because they're not showing me. I'm trying to get an outcome, but I don't think that you guys even know yet. So I feel like with the Chariot being here is whatever you guys decide, it's gonna be a mutual decision. Show me the okay. We got the Ace of Pentacles with the Magician. So I feel like there could be a really high chance that you guys decide to like definitely like invest into the connection more seriously because I feel like for whatever reason he feels like there's been lack of growth, but again he's not blaming you, he's kind of pointing the finger at himself and just trying to decide what happens next because I don't see him like wanting to invest more time if it's not going to go anywhere. So that's what I'm getting here. Let me get your messages. forward. I look forward to you meeting my loved ones. Okay. I'm trying to hide my truest emotions by focusing on temporary escapism. I'm so afraid of rejection. Just because I'm quiet doesn't mean I don't think about you every single day. Okay. I still have hope that we can work things out. Memories are haunting me. Memories of you are haunting me. I love your scent. I regret not showing you my love. I want to show you what I can be. You live rent free in my head and heart. I always feel an unexplainable pull towards you. Although we seem distant from each other, this connection still feels very intense. And two extra ones came out, so I'm going to surprise you with a gift. I hope you really love it. Something triggers me and makes fear take control over me. At the bottom, you have this more than just lust. Your confidence turns me on so much. I love that about you. So that is the messages. Are you guys hearing me? Oh, oh, that makes sense then. Yeah. All right. All right. Let me see your second question. Yeah, that makes sense. Why he feels maybe like a bit emotionally disconnected from like romance. That could be a big part. All right. Let's see. For this other question. Oh, what the heck? Nurse supervisor tomorrow. All right. Let's see. Hi, Tuka. Okay, Jess will add you to the list. Thank you. Alright, I have the magician reverse, okay? Okay, the seven of wands and the star. So I do feel like there's gonna be challenges. I do feel like it's gonna be a little up and down. Is at least what I'm getting now. You know, you have the power to change that energy. Um, it's just basically like where your current energy is at. I feel like it feels a little bit scattered, a little up and down. You may even at times feel like, what the heck, I'm wasting my time. Like I just sat here and did like I just wasted my time basically, and I learned nothing. I don't even know what the heck is going on. But with the star, I do feel like there's gonna be other times where you're feeling very inspired, or I feel like overall you're gonna be feeling very inspired. I feel like the main energy is gonna be positive. I just feel like there's gonna be some moments of, yeah, like a little bit uncertainty. Definitely a challenge. I feel like it's gonna be um I feel like you're quickly gonna have to stand your ground and set boundaries with a few people. Is what I'm getting here. Um, but yeah, with the star being here, like overall, I just feel like things are gonna be positive. It's just gonna be a few little things here and there. Um, I do feel like you're gonna feel a sense of renewal, a sense of like um faith. Okay. You do have the world card here. Um, it's reversed. Let me just clarify this. Clarify this world reverse. Why is the devil there? Judgment. Just be mindful of like what like thoughts you entertain. Um, because you have the devil here showing up with the clarifying the world card, but then I clarified with the judgment. So for me, it almost feels like you have these inner voices, and some of them are not going to be positive, but then you have other ones that are positive. So lean more towards the positive ones, because with the judgment, I do see like good change coming in. Try not to overly like self self judge, I would say, or yeah, like just give yourself grace, because I feel like it is gonna be new for you, a new territory that you're just gonna have to like just remember. Like for me, I feel like when I was like training people, like when I was the office manager, I would tell people like you don't really start to settle into your position till like 6 to 9 months. Like I feel like it takes at least 6 months to like really feel that comfort. Not that's not the case for every single body, but I feel like a month is gonna probably be um too short of a period to feel 1000% okay. And it's not you. I think it's the way you're learning. Whoever is, it's for me. This feels yeah, because look, you have the two of cups here, so I feel like whoever you're gonna be working with or training under or like um training under just say that I feel like you guys are like she's probably gonna be like yeah this system kind of sucks so we're gonna do the best we can because you guys are on the same page. The two of cups, because I clarified the two of cups, the magician reversed with the two of cups, so whoever this is gonna like be supportive in the sense that like yeah I get it, like it's gonna be a little hard but like I'm gonna make it easier for you. um the Ace of Wands to me, it feels like new beginnings. Again, I get major inspiration, like you're feeling super inspired. I feel like it's gonna ignite your like your passion for the job. Like you're gonna have a new spark, is what I'm getting. Feeling very enthusiastic. So there will be some challenges there, but I feel like overall you're gonna have more. It's more good than challenges. The high priestess is here, so I feel like a lot of knowledge that you already have, you're gonna be able to improvise into. Um, you're gonna be able to use that to your advantage in this new position. So don't be afraid to think outside of the box. Um, don't be afraid to, like I said, use certain knowledge because you can possibly make your job a lot easier by the knowledge you already have. You know, some people are still like, especially if someone is in a position for a long time, they're programmed that way, right? But when you have like a fresh new mind, you want to use that because a lot of times when someone has been in a position for so long, they're just doing the job, right? And as long as it's getting done, it's getting done. But there could possibly be easier ways to do things. Um, so make sure, yeah, like any knowledge that you already have, make sure you use it. Don't even second guess yourself. And look, yeah, you have the Empress with the Ace of Cups. So to me, this feels like this could be where like in the beginning, like maybe like the first week or two, you're just like okay, like this seems like a lot, but then I see like with the Empress being here and the Ace of Cups, is like you're empowered to I want to say create because the Ace of Cups is about creativity. Um, I'm saying I feel like you're gonna find a love for this job. Like you're gonna actually like your job. Yeah, because the high priestess is here. The high priestess is she's over even the empress, right? Because this is like your higher self basically. So um, I know like how I can explain it is like I remember when I first started at the first, no, not my first, my third law firm, where my best friend Angie works at. I didn't know Angie at the time though. When they would teach, like the way she trained, I used to do my job like copy, like almost exact. Well, it was basically identical as the way she trained. Like you could tell who trained who in our team by how we did our work. And mine was identical to Angie's, and so was our our friend Alex. And when my supervisor at the time tried to teach me this coding, she was teaching me this shit for like a week, and I could not fucking get it. Like maybe even 2 weeks, and I was still like I had questions all day every day about this stupid coding. I sat with Angie for like literally not even 2 fucking minutes, and I got it like at the snap of a finger. And I was like, that's it. I said, what the fuck was nigga teaching me? So that's what I feel like. It could be something like that where somebody is the way that they teach is not the fucking best. And then somebody just comes in, and then all of a sudden you just like, oh shit, that's it. Like that's all I had to do. That's what I'm getting. It feels almost like that energy where it's like you're gonna overcome the challenges because that's exactly what the Seven of Wands is. But there's gonna be just small challenges in the beginning. I feel just don't get worried because like I said, you're still new. I don't. They're not gonna be they're not going to be expecting you to be like to know everything right away. Yeah, because I see growth there. Like I see growth. I like I said, I feel like this has been coming up for you a lot too. Like I wouldn't be surprised if this is just opens the door for something even better because it keeps showing up. So I hope that was helpful, Niall. So Sarah, you won't be working with that other lady again, right? That your old supervisor or manager. You're welcome. Yo, I'm talking to you about this. My sister texted me about. She's like, how many fucking times do I have to show? She's talking about somebody that she knows how to open up the fucking app. Yo, I'm telling you, is a family member, and I'm telling her, wait, you could ask Toka. She said she sent. All right, be right back, guys. I just have two yes or no, so be right back. But just you can post. Alright, let's see. How did you feel that? This is an article. Oh my god, that's funny. How did you feel? The magician, the wheel of fortune reversed. It's like I feel like clarify this wheel of fortune reverse. Why is the wheel of fortune reverse? The nine of cups. Let me get another deck. I'm not getting anything. Page of Cups. It's funny because I'm getting almost the same thing with these, but there's gonna be like a sense of pausing. This could be just like pausing on the post itself, like observing it is what I'm gonna say. Like observing it deeply. Um, with the Page of Cups coming out, yeah, there's like curiosity is what I'm getting from him. Curiosity maybe of like who you're with. Um, I also get a sense of like inner child showing up. So like there's a bit of like that childlike energy. Um, kind of makes him daydream. Head in the clouds is what I'm getting. Like daydreaming, like being fantasizing. Like maybe what is the I'm not assuming the post is you because I'm getting like fantasizing like if he's with you. What it would be like to be with you is what I'm getting. Um, because I have the Ace of Cups, so it is talking about like, a new beginning. It's stirring up his emotions. Whatever this is, it's stirring up his emotions when, and this is why he's so observant. It feels like daydreaming, like very daydreaming. Yeah, with the magician here, I feel like he wants to speak. Um, he wants to say something. There's desire, major desire to speak, to say something, to be there. Um, it's also making him feel inspired. Whatever this is making him feel inspired. I do have the Five of Cups, so there is regrets here. Maybe like I want to see something. Show me the Five of Cups. Yeah, because the Queen of Pentacles is showing up, so you're showing up as very nurturing and loving, and I feel like and very generous and very caring. It also something about you being a homebody or like someone like a home, like not a home caretaker. I'm thinking about like taking care of the home. Is what I'm getting. Like that's how he's viewing you. Um, show me more. Yeah, you see, I feel like he's inspired to speak because I have the Three of Cups with the King of Wands. Like he likes what he's seeing, and there is a sense like he's sharing your joy, or he's sharing um your sentiments, and I'm getting like a lot of like energy of like wanting to create something with you, wanting to come towards you, wanting to speak, wanting to be social, and taking direction because I do have the King of Wands here. So that's what I'm getting. Is there anything else? Yeah, the Nine of Cups, which is what I got earlier, and the Five of Wands. He knows your wish fulfillment. It's like he knows that he's caused some challenges here. Is what I'm getting. Like he's caused some challenges here, and he has to figure it out. And he's actually like hoping that there's no other competition here. Wow. Yeah, I feel like that's what I'm getting with that. Like he's hoping that there's no other like competition, basically. Yeah, yeah. Like the Three of Pentacles confirming that. So yeah, I feel like he's wondering if there is anyone else in the picture. Let's see. What can I find here? What can I find out today? I don't know if you can offer now, but it don't even feel like it. All right, the Fool. Page of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. I feel like they're feeling good. I feel like they're feeling hopeful. There's fresh hope here. I feel like um, it's a new beginning because I have the Fool, right? It's a new path. It's um, basically like they feel like you're all taking a leap of faith together. I also feel like with the Page of Pentacles, like I keep hearing like prayers answered. So I feel like yeah, it feels like almost like they reached a goal here by you guys, spending time together today, being out together. There's a lot of pleasure, sense of feeling grounded, sense of just feeling very, very good. With the Three of Wands being here, again, I'm just feeling hopeful. We're entering new horizons where hopefully things continue to grow. Um, they're feeling confident. Um, they're also in a place where they're kind of just letting things be and basically whatever happens happens, but remaining hopeful that whatever happens is good. Hi, AJ. How are you? The Ace of Wands. I just keep getting new start, new beginning. It feels fresh. Like it's, I don't know, has it been a while since you all went out together? The Nine of Cups and the Three of Cups. Yeah, I feel like I just keep getting like joy, happiness. Um, Something was achieved here. I'm also getting like emotional richness. So to me, that's when you're feeling fulfilled. There's contentment, there's satisfaction, there's success, um, there's happiness. Um, I'm just getting something too of like growth, like hoping that things will continue to grow in a positive way. And then with the Three of Cups, to me, this is again happiness, having a good time, kind of collaborating, um, being social, a sense of shared joy is what I'm getting too. So I feel like overall they did have a good time. Yeah, the Four Cups reversed with the Two of Cups. So yeah, to me it feels more so like I'm gonna say clarity of like where you all stand. Maybe there was still uncertainty, but just being really happy is what I'm getting. Um, yeah, like feeling the love. Like feel like they were really happy. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. They're really happy. That is what I have for you, Jazz. I hope that was helpful. My bad for moving so much. You're welcome. All right, Toka, if you're here, go ahead and post. I mean, can you guys still hear me though? Because I can't change the audio. Um, on StreamYard I can, but on here you can't. There's nothing you can do. Um, okay. Yeah, there's nothing I could do for the audio when I'm on live through YouTube. Unless you guys couldn't hear me at all, then I will have to refresh. But let's see. Scorpio's next action. They'll be coming back from work trip soon. Okay, let's see. What is the Scorpios? What are Scorpio's next actions for so far? What are Scorpio's next actions towards her when he comes back from his work trip? Scorpio's next actions. The Four of Cups. Okay. What are the next actions? The Hierophant. The Ace of Pentacles. What are the next actions? The Seven of Pentacles. What are the next actions towards her? What is his next? Next actions. I'm honestly not. I feel like he's gonna be focused on work. Um, I'm seeing him focus on work. Clarify this Four of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. To me, I feel like, well, what Spirit is saying with this Four of Cups and this Page of Pentacles is coming in as you feeling discontent, feeling unfulfilled. Um, it feels like small. Whatever this action is, it feels like could be just small talk, could just be like catching up. Um, but it does come off as like you're going to be feeling like you want more and need more. Um, I see him being focused on work is what I'm getting here. So it feels like he's um yeah, I'm just getting focused on work, focused on work. Not really taking I don't really see too much action towards you outside of like I feel like even talking about work, like he may just keep it strictly about work is what I'm getting here. Show me that Page of Pentacles. I want to see what is this? Is this just work talk? What is this? Yeah, the Seven of Wands is here. So I feel like I, when it comes to like action towards you, the only thing I see is conversations about work. I see him like speaking to you, but it feels like we're maybe catching up. Small talk is what I'm getting, but I feel like you're not gonna be feeling satisfied whatsoever. You may even feel like a little like I don't want to say defensive, but almost like guard, like feeling like you need to be like guarded is what I'm getting. You're kind of feel again, the what I can say is like feeling unsatisfied, like not getting what you're wanting, not really seeing a lot of movement here. I'm seeing him focus on work, so definitely talking to you about work. Um, he feels like uninspired to take action here. Um, show me this Nine of Wands. The Empress reverse. Yeah, I'm getting like lack of growth. Show me, show me. The Five of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting lack of growth. There is, I don't know if he's under stress, but I'm seeing him being like, I've never seen his energy like this. Like, a bit moody is what I'm getting. Like, moody, almost a little hostile. Um, show me the Queen of Swords. The Four. I'm gonna tell you something. I feel like he's gonna come in. He's coming in a bit moody, is what I'm getting here, and he's seeing things that he does not like. Um, it's gonna he's gonna mention something that it's he's trying to come off as like it's trying to come off as like constructive criticism, but I feel like either you get offended by what he say or it's how he says it, is what I'm getting. Cause Yeah, I'm seeing you being guarded, feeling a bit insecure about like where you guys stand. Um, feeling uncertain too because I'm getting he's either going to be criticizing how you do something or it's just the way he's speaking. Like, yeah, I'm getting like a very disconnect here when it comes to like taking like personal action towards you. I honestly don't see any. I'm seeing more so work related that can cause a little bit of friction coming up is what I'm getting. Like you're gonna be feeling very uncertain about where this connection is going because I see like a complete like detached person from taking action, um, investing. Yeah, it's almost like he's focused on his own material stability. This guy, I won't even be surprised if he like finds a new job. And I feel like I got this for him before because I'm for whatever reason I keep getting that like he's either gonna be getting a promotion or he's going to be um offered a new job that brings him a lot of financial security. And I feel like I just want to clarify something. Will they keep in contact? Will they keep in contact? If he were to get a new job, will they keep in contact? I feel like you guys will because I have the Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles and the Hangman. So I feel like you guys will, but it will definitely come with some uncertainty. And the High Priestess. So I do feel like you guys. Let's just say that does happen, and that was just a sidebar. I just wanted to clarify because for some reason I just kept getting disconnect. But yeah, I'm getting like something where he's going to either be like giving you constructive criticism, but he's coming in. His energy feels very like off-putting. So just be mindful. Just there's other shit going on. I feel like with him that could be just affecting his energy. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. Hi, Lucky. How are you? So that is what I have for you, Toka. Thank you so much. All right, Jess, you can post. Thank you, Lucky. I ordered this cute cream dress for New Year's Eve. I'm gonna send it to you. Oh, you did first. Sorry, sorry. Okay. I feel like I should have probably sized down. Is what I'm thinking. Wait, you was too. I don't get that. What? Wait, I'm lost. All right, let me do this. Just I'm almost done. All right, so he says, I've been in my head a lot lately, thinking about where I'm at, who I've been, and who I'm trying to become. I don't always say it out loud, but I feel everything deeply. I replay conversations. Close the list too, by the way, Just. Um, but I feel everything deeply. I replay conversations, moments, things I wish I handled differently. I carry that with me more than you probably realize. I know I come off quiet or distant at times, but that's usually when I'm trying to sort myself out. I don't like making moves unless I feel solid about them. I don't want to act halfway or show up unsure. When something matters to me, I take it seriously, even if that means I move slower than I should. You cross my mind more than I admit. Sometimes I catch myself wondering what you think of me now, whether you still see me the same way or if I waited too long to show you more. That part messes with me. I don't like the idea of missing my chance because I didn't speak up when I should have. I'm working through my own stuff, responsibilities, pressure, expectations I put on myself. Some days I feel confident and clear, other days I feel like I'm still figuring it out. But I do know this: when I think about you, it feels familiar, it feels grounding, it feels real, not chaotic, not forced. And let me get your messages. Let's see. Hi, how are you? I don't even know who that is. Sorry, with their new names, I don't know. Alright, let's see. Let's see. I've never felt like this before. Birthday sucks. I look forward to meeting my loved ones. Do you like it nasty? Let's heal our connection. I do love you from the bottom of my heart. I will never stop loving you. It kills me that we have to be apart, but I'm still learning. I have a few that flipped over. Hold on. I'm tired of pretending I don't care about you. It's not possible to cut the cord from me. How can you cut the cord from yourself? My feelings for you are very real. Just because I'm quiet doesn't mean I don't think about you every single day. Tell me all of your problems. I want to solve them. This love is so intense, but I know it's genuine. And thoughts and visions of us together never leave my mind. So that is for you, Jess. Yeah, I don't know who Pixie Girl is. Thank you, Jess. Lucky, you can go ahead and post. You're welcome. All right, let's see. You know what's funny, Jess? That I was like the other day. I was like, damn, I haven't played a game on my phone in a minute. That's how you. I will affirm because So this is why, like, when you're doing activities like folding clothes, if you've like played a game like Roblox, you do right. If like folding clothes, taking a shower, running, washing dishes, putting clothes away, um, anything that getting dressed. Well, I affirm. I listen to my. I affirm when I'm doing my makeup because you go into autopilot and that kind of tends to like impress the subconscious faster too. Excuse me. Let's see. What is all right, we got the strength reverse, the eight of cups, the judgment. Hmm. I get a lot of self doubt here. So I don't know if this person. All right, so it feels like this person may have had an idea of like possibly pursuing you, or at least like it crossed their mind is what I'm getting, but they've decided to walk away from that idea because I'm seeing them walking away with the eight of cups, like letting go of the idea, leaving it behind. Um, yeah, and the judgment to me, it's almost like if they intuitively felt like, nah, I don't want to pursue this, is what I'm getting. It's not in a bad way, but it does feel like maybe at some point they thought about pursuing you romantically, but now they're choosing to walk away from that idea. Show me more. The Queen of Pentacles is here. Mhm. So many cards. So many cards. Okay, the Empress and all the cups. Yeah, I feel so. I do feel like this person is attracted to you physically. They like your energy. They see you as very nurturing, very sensible, very generous, very welcoming. Um, even someone who is very like I want to like spirit using like luxurious. So they feel like you're rare. The Empress is here, so again, very attracted to you. They feel like you have like very like feminine or like divine feminine energy. You're very caring, nurturing. Um, but the Five of Cups is here. Show me this Five of Cups. The Knight of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. Is there someone else here? Yeah, you see, I feel like they had in mind, like they may have thought about pursuing something romantically here, but they're choosing not to. That's coming right back. Um, yeah, I'm getting like withdrawing from any like romantic gestures or movement. Um, Again, I feel like they definitely think that you're very beautiful though. That keeps coming up, but yeah, I'm getting like there was something here that they felt they wanted to do and then just decided not to. Is he dealing with someone else? Is there someone else? Because I keep getting like another energy here. What is that? Is there someone else here? The Five of Wands, the Justice, the Five of Wands, the Ace of Swords. No, I just think this person lacks confidence. That's what it is. So they're lacking confidence to like pursue anything. They do have you on a pedestal, which is a good thing, but maybe because of that, they're kind of seeing you as unreachable. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I feel like they were repeating the same thing. And he that could be him going back and forth with like, should I pursue this or should I not? He may go back and forth. Me is the up and down thing. Is what I'm getting here. And that is for Lucky. Thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. Let's get started with edging.
was on IG. Alright, so IJ. Alright, so she says, I want you to know that I genuinely enjoy you. The way you show up, the energy you bring, the consistency I've seen, it all matters to me. You make me feel comfortable, and I don't take that lightly. I don't let many people into my space like that. At the same time, I'm in a season where I'm very aware of what I need and what I can realistically give. I've worked hard to build my independence and protect it. I don't want to lose myself or move forward just because something feels good in the moment. I need things to make sense emotionally, practically, and logically. I notice, wait, I notice when things feel unclear, that's usually when I pause too. I don't pull away because I don't care. I pull back because I need reassurance through actions. Through actions, I need to see direction before I invest my heart. There is attraction here, and there is curiosity. Part of me does imagine what could happen if we took a step forward, but another part of me needs patience, stability, and trust to build naturally. I don't want to force anything or rush a timeline that isn't ready yet. I see you as someone solid, someone with real value. That's why I'm careful. If I didn't care, I wouldn't think twice. I wouldn't observe. I wouldn't hesitate. Just know that my hesitation isn't a lack of interest. It's me making sure that if I step if I step in, I do it fully and honestly. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm getting with that. I would just say, just be mindful of like, I don't know what your dominant thought is when it comes to her IJ, or what stories you're seeing. Um, because I'm just getting like this person that's just like holding, but like taking their very sweet time, hyper focus on self, having like I almost want to say like she doesn't have a any urgency to make anything happen right now. And I'm not saying that she needs to, but it's like I just feel like it's been consistent with this energy where it's I feel like it's we're getting like kind of like her energy just feels like very stagnant. So I would just be mindful of like, yeah, there's something with like what the version of her that you're accepting is what I'm gonna say. Alright, so let's see. Messages. What do you want to say? I'm so sorry for breaking your trust. Probably think I'm super trash for the way I acted. Oh my god. That card always like cracks me up a little. Let me spend money on you. I want to be happy and content with you. I will always love you no matter what happens. Nothing is ever gonna change my love for you. You are the one. I'm so afraid of rejection. Expect communication from me today. I look forward to meeting I look forward to you meeting my loved ones. Okay. We'll be together for eternity. My words don't ever seem to come out the right way. You're the only image in my mind. Okay, we got a few here. We're always connected energetically. I can feel you close. My past stories have affected me and my perception regarding love. You feel like home to me, and we've been here before. Oh, and the last one. Oh wait, we got two more. Something triggers me and makes me. Something triggers me and makes fear take control over me. I seem like someone who is emotionally unavailable, but you know that isn't the truth. So yeah, I would just remember whatever version you're getting right now. I mean, it could be just a past story, but I just feel like there's been a consistent place that she's been in. So remember, we're not waiting for nobody to change. You're choosing a different version of them. So it's like I literally had to just kind of do that for myself this week. I'm gonna say like we're not waiting for someone to change. You're literally choosing a different version of them. Just like you decide to be a different version of yourself. And yeah, it may have to start with you yourself too. Like you may have to I mean it all goes together, right? That's why we work on self concept and power and like your desires. So maybe you need to start choosing a different version of you, like the version of you that's already experiencing these desires, and that's just for anybody this year. Um, and not waiting for a change to happen because it's easy to get caught up in like changing someone, but it's literally you're just changing the version of them that you're experiencing, and you persist in that version of them until you um until they show up that way. So that's something, yeah, like I literally had to just recently do too because I'm like, okay, like, I'm still choosing a version of someone that it's not a bad version of them. Honestly, it's not, but it's just not the version that I want. So, yeah, like just reminder of that because I think, like, I feel like sometimes we just get caught up in like affirming and stuff like that. But I'm also, I've always said it, like, it ain't about the quantity, it's the quality. So, you know, just remember your state, like the state that you're claiming for yourself too. That's the big thing, because for me it all goes together, but is your states is what usually manifests. I feel like the affirmations get you to that state, but if you're constantly like chasing, constantly looking, and again, this is just more general, um, you're just gonna keep experiencing the same thing, and it's like we're still in a stuck energy. You're not experiencing what you're wanting, and that goes with money too. Like, I think I just had to be like, okay, like this is important to me. Like, and remember, whatever you, your subconscious mind picks up on whatever you give it, right? If you're, you know, like everything should be important, but not at a higher pedestal than you. Yeah, you have to choose that version of you that's already experiencing that. Remember, like your, you can't. It to me is, it's like that saying that says you can't expect, um, you can't have one foot in your past and one foot in, you know, the version of you that you're wanting to experience. You got to pick a side, and that's, it starts with you. Everything is you, because remember, it's you're the creator of your story, of your reality. So everything starts with you. Um, yeah, it's just, there's just a stagnant energy with her, and I feel like she's getting like the energy, like of like her, she's getting lazier and lazier when it comes to like, I wouldn't say pouring back in, like pouring, I would say just pouring into the connection in general. And it's coming off as laziness, not necessarily like, you know, again, if you're choosing a healthy version of a person, then that's what you're going to experience. But if you're, you know, if we're constantly like, and I'm saying this from my own experience, like, oh, they need to heal, you know, for most people, healing doesn't look like, you know, it's not an overnight thing. Healing can take weeks, months, years. So just, I will probably say like, and this is something I wanted to do with us like this week, but since you guys are here, we could just, oh, I think, did I do this already? I don't know if I posted this. Maybe we did. Like writing the version of the person that you're wanting to, like, who is your person? What, how are they showing up? Are they consistent, or are they healing? Are they confused about anything, or are they pouring into the connection even more than you are? I would just go back to that, the list. I feel like the list like that, the lists are always helpful because it kind of, first of all, writing registers in your mind. That's one thing. That's scientifically proven. I'm talking about like, this is like 3D stuff. Writing alone registers in your mind more than saying something. But writing out those lists, and then keep it on you, keep it in your phone, and every time that you find yourself like doubting that this person is this, read your list. And if you want to keep adding to it. You, there's no limit to that, right? But just make sure that you're not also being passive. Like, me and Jess talked about this. This was a few weeks ago, where we were saying like, you know, sometimes we get caught up in like being a little modest when it comes to our manifestations. But no, why the fuck we should be fucking cocky about it? Like, we should add a little bit of ego. Like, you, and remember the SP questionnaire, like that had like, how do you want people to view you? Maybe go back to that. Like, I know I had to at some point. I think in the summer I went back. Well, I actually used hours. So I had did an SP course last year. I used some of those questions, but I added a bunch of other stuff because I feel like the clearer you are, the better. And these were questions that they just came to me that I like channeled. So I would just say like, you gotta go back to that, and to, because again, we get caught up on the day-to-day stuff, and you get like little, you know, movement, and you get caught up in that little movement. We all do it, because I know I do. And this is even with my money, and then I'll start to get like a little lazy. And but, and I'm not saying lazy in a, oh, you need to affirm all day, because you know I'm not a believer of that. But I'll start to just kind of like settle. That's what it is. Don't settle. So, you know, yeah, like we can be happy for a little movement, but also just remember, it's not your end goal. So again, I just feel like the list, And that's I'm actually gonna be printing mine out because I want to keep, and it's mostly like it's honestly for some other stuff that I want to like manifest, but because it keeps me like in that, it's in my face. I'm always at my desk like doing stuff, so it's in my face. I type them out on my phone. Um, so yeah, I would just say like do that, like, because again, if just remember what you're wanting to experience, and if it's not that, then just be like, all right, cool, but I ain't the version I want anyway, so whatever. Like, this is the version. I'm gonna tell you something. I literally know it's fucking bullshit. Like, last week, I'll get maybe like 2 readings a week. I've been like, I have like cut down a lot, right? And they were both like, what the fuck? I'm like, hold on. And then I kept getting, I'm like, no, just check this again. And then I was like, hold on, all right, whatever. I was like, you know what? No, fuck that. Like, that is not what I'm experiencing. I'm experiencing this instead. And let me tell you, whole fucking change. So that fucking fast, like when I say literally the next day I saw movement, like the next fucking day after it being quiet for like, I want to say like a week and a half. So we just have to stay consistent, like, and not settle, because that's what it is. We're settling for breadcrumbs. So yeah, like, just really, like, I'm telling you, like, me and Jess had a conversation, and it's like, yeah, like, I think we get caught up in, like, we want to love on that person, but it's like, fuck that. Like, are you going to keep, like, are we going to keep being passive again? Because even when you pray to God, I've I was taught that you had to be assertive, and I've read, and as a matter of fact, that's what made me be like, hold on, I am being a little bit too modest, or like too, I don't want to say kind, but like too, I don't know what to call it, but because I watched something, it was on YouTube, and the lady said something happened to her, and she was real sick. She said, like COVID, during COVID, like she said that she was like on the ventilator, and like she was on the ventilator, but she had like they had like the gas thing on her, right? She wasn't on the life support, but she actually had like, and she said that it was getting worse and worse, so they were talking about putting her on the ventilator, and she said that that night, she in on that bed, she said that she fucking like yelled, at God, and was like, do something. And I forget her exact words, but she said the next day, the next day, she was absolutely okay. Like, even the doctors was like, it felt like a miracle, right? And she knew what she did, right? And she said that she even said like sorry to God or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I remember my grandma told me that that is how you be assertive, and that's why I say, like, even with like when we're affirming, I affirm in an assertive tone. Like, I don't affirm in a passive tone. um I'm always very assertive when I affirm, because it's like, to me, when you're being passive, is to me it's like, oh, if it happens, it happens. When you're assertive, it's like, no, this is fucking happening. So yeah, y'all know for a fact, and y'all know this. I did not see movement until I said we're gonna be more like in an assertive energy. Like, we need to be more assertive. And as soon as that happened, I got movement within a few days. That's why I'm a big believer. It ain't the amount of affirmations, it's your state. Like, when you get in that state and you stay consistent in that state, and this is why a lot of people, they'll sit here and they'll affirm for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and a month, and then they're like, they give up, because they're like, well, I've sat here and affirmed 20,000 times and I didn't see no movement. Yeah, because you never switched your state. Your state stood in the want instead of, and the want and need instead of the have. And that's why I feel like at some point you start to like, you don't know, you don't, because for me, I'm gonna tell, I used to only affirm 3 times a day. Sometimes I'll affirm 4 times a day. And lately, because I've been more in my assertiveness, I'm only affirming twice a day. For the most part, I still do three, but like today, I did one. I definitely did all of my affirmations this morning for all of my desires, and then I'm gonna do it right before bed. And throughout the day, you should not be focused on your desires. And that's the thing too. That's another thing that is causing failure because, like I said, you could affirm in the morning. You could affirm 10 times a day, but if in between that time you're operating from that state of let me stalk, let me lurk, let me see what this person is up to, let me did my affirmations work? Again, you're operating from a state of not having it. So either way, you're not having it. You're literally, to me, like, you might as well stop affirming. If you're gonna be in that state of like still like you, and when I say like, I'm talking about like 3D stuff, right? Not really, not getting tarot readings. That's completely different. Um, but actually doing stuff in the 3D, constantly like performing in the 3D. No, no, no. And again, to the human person, if you're constantly pouring and they're not, there's always going to be imbalance. So you want to make sure that you're also standing on business because people like people that are secure. If you're constantly chasing, that means they're running. So that's another thing too. Like, be mindful of like fucking with the 3D, trying to make things happen. You don't need to. And then if you are doing that, again, just be in general, you're just again confirming that you don't trust your inner world. And that's why I say like your state is definitely important. But I feel like that's why when people already in that are in that state of like I always receive money just out of thin air. I know a few people that are like that. My older sister is like that. Like either her house payment went down, and she's like, that's not even fucking like nobody that I know is like has the luck that she has had with her house, and she's only with her property. She's only had it for a year. Like in a year, she got like a $15,000 check. They said it was just a gift basically. And I, you know what? And I have a client that she, just like my sister, their interest rate on their homes, and these are really, my sister has an apartment building. I forget what her rate. You know what? I just forgot what her rate is. But my client, her house is 2% interest rate. Who the fuck is paying 2% interest rate? And her mortgage is like $400, and it's a big ass house. But she has that state that everything works out for her. She told me that she's always had like good luck. She's always said that she has good luck with money. When I was, cause she's somebody that I coach, so that's what I'm saying. Like she's already was operating from a state of already for years receiving. She's had luck with money. So states are important. We can't keep operating from your old state of mind. And again, if you're doing practices like anything, affirming, visualizing, scripting, fucking EFT, whatever, but throughout the day you're literally just hyper focused on this stuff, you might as well stop doing all the other stuff. You're literally just wasting your time. So yeah. Well, I'm gonna head out, guys. I'm gonna try to go live on the members on Monday. I'm excited for January. I have like some stuff for us for January, like some. I already have our challenge for January, and I almost posted that, and I was like, wait, we're still in December, and it's only the first week of December. So, all right, I will see you guys. Have a good night. Bye.